morning. I want to challenge you with something this morning. And I was recently talking with a client, and a client said to me, Mark, how can I stop thinking what other people think? How can I start worrying about what other people think? I'm so worried. And they were talking about social media a little bit and getting out there, and how few people were commenting, or how few people were involved in something, and how maybe people were disliking something or giving negative feedback in some ways. And they were saying, how do I accomplish this? How do I not worry about the way other people view me? And that's a fantastic question. I want to answer it with a quote. It's actually a chapter heading. I believe it's a chapter heading of a book that I've been reading. And the chapter heading is this: do not compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Now, what does the author mean by this? This is what I believe he means. He means that if you're comparing yourself to others, you're going to be in trouble. Others have different gifts, others have different abilities, others have different opportunities than you. And you've got to not compare yourself to others. Have standards. And have metrics that you're going to measure yourself by. And if you want to have a certain lifestyle like somebody else, that's fine. But don't, if you're comparing your social media, if you're comparing your business to somebody who's been in business for 40 or 50 years, or 10 years but had a completely different setup than you, and maybe has a background in marketing, whereas you didn't know anything about marketing, well, it's difficult to compare ourselves to others. So on one hand, we can be really discouraged by comparing ourselves to people who are the best at something. And listen, there are very few people who are excellent at anything. If you look on the internet, there will be a few names in every single industry, in every single field, that are excellent. There are some that are good. There are many that are okay. There are a ton of people that are awful. But what I encourage you to do is be excellent. Work towards greatness. Do that. But don't compare yourself to somebody and their results right now with your results. On the other hand, you can get in trouble if you're comparing yourself to people worse than you. Don't compare yourself to worse people than you. If you have $5, don't compare yourself to somebody who has $1. If you are somebody who has only had one broken relationship, don't compare yourself to somebody who's had 10 broken relationships. That is going to be a false sense of security. And it doesn't help us grow. Actually, neither of those help us grow. What helps you grow the most is to have a standard, to say, I want this, have goals, have a focus, have a standard, and say, I won't accept anything less than this. And then what you want to do is you want to go back and ask yourself, where was I yesterday? How can I improve today? That's it. That's it. If you compare yourself to who you were yesterday, and you're constantly growing by bits, by daily bits and small amounts, that's excellent. You don't have to leapfrog day to day. Every day, make consistent changes, growth experiences. There's the idea of every day get 1% better. If you got 1% better in a different area of your life every single day, you would have drastic changes over the course of a year. The problem is that most of us spend so much time whining that we aren't where somebody else is right now, that we just procrastinate, or we feel bad about ourselves, so we try to boost ourselves by comparing ourselves to people who are awful. Don't do that. That's not going to help you. Instead, compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Look towards your goals and ask yourself, am I moving closer? That's it. Often I practice something with my clients, and especially group clients. I often start off a webinar or a meeting by saying, what are your wins of the day? What are your wins of the week? And what I mean by that is not what are the results you're having, because results will come if you do the right things over a long period of time. What I'm curious about is, what are the things that you've done this week or this day or this month or whatever it is, whatever the time frame is, that are working towards your goals. So sometimes I have somebody that says, oh, I got the contract. Well, that's great. I'm excited that somebody got the big contract. What I'm more excited about is, are they doing their daily routine? Are they doing the prospecting or the follow-up with people? Or are they doing the things that communication? Working on their communication on a daily basis in order to become the kind of person that gets contracts every day. Work on who you are. Work on your skills. Those are the wins. Those are the secrets of business. And as you do that, you will have results. Enjoy the day.